This is the most fearsome pressure test in MasterChef Canada history. To survive it, you're gonna need nerves of steel.
Pressure's on. This is the time to focus. This is the time to just get in the zone.
Are you ready to find out which dish you're going to have to master?
Yes, chef.
A delicious French fruit tart.
A French fruit tart? I have very little experience with any type of pastry, and especially one that looks like that.
The secret to this beautiful dessert is finding the perfect balance between several stunning components. First, the buttery pastry, which must be baked to a crisp and flaky golden brown. Secondly, a silky smooth layer of vanilla bean pastry cream, stirred to the perfect consistency. And to top it all off, a stunning arrangement of fresh fruit, all coated in a deliciously light apple glaze. The slightest misstep could end your MasterChef Canada journey. Please come up and have a taste.
I'm from New Brunswick. I've never seen a French fruit tart at any of the bakeries that I go to. This is way out of my expertise.
This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be really difficult to replicate.
I'm not really as strong with dessert as I am with savory stuff, but you know what? I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna make a perfect pastry. It's gonna be art in a tart.
Good luck, and please go to your stations.
This is not going to be an easy challenge. Seeing that so many strong home cooks are down there, it's going to be a dogfight.
At your stations, you'll find everything you need to replicate this delicious French dessert, and 45 minutes to do it in. Are you ready?
Yes, chef.
Your time starts now.
I'm so nervous right now, and I'm not even cooking.
Pressure's on.
I don't do pastry. I don't do pastry at all. I'm gonna need a miracle today. Luckily, I believe in miracles.
10 minutes! You have 10 minutes left.
Holy Hannah.
Cody's in the most trouble right now.
Cody can't seem to get his pastry off of the pan.
Look at Cody. He's losing valuable time.
It's not cooperating very nicely.
My God.
He is so far behind right now. There he goes. He's got it.
Yes, thank you.
I need to hurry up. I need every single second that I have.
Cody's in serious trouble. He still has to put all the fruit down, plus he has to glaze.
I don't think Cody's gonna make it.
I have to move. I really, really, really have to move.
Final 2 minutes!
This is really freaking intense, man.
Fail me now, Hans.
Ain't going home today.
Oh, John is the first one to actually start glazing. You glaze the top of the fruit. It's got to be clean sheen, so it looks like glass.
Good.
30 seconds!
This is cutting it really close. Cody's not gonna make it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Amazing.
Relief. I think that I'm gonna be okay.
I'm looking over at the other people's, and I'm going, I got this.
It's time to taste your French fruit tarts. David, the first thing that I notice is how high the fruit sits. It's as if the fruit just wants to sort of jump out. It looks great. Let's see how it cuts. Looks like some real craftsmanship there, David.
Thank you.
Thin crust, and to get the pastry that even all the way. It's a little finesse. Let's see how it tastes. A nice crispness to the pastry. The pastry cream could have been just a tad softer. The fruit, if you're gonna cut thick, have them all thick. That's the consistency, and yours has that consistency. All in all, quite impressive.
Thank you, Chef.
Andrew,
Yes, chef.
how do you feel about this?
I'm actually kind of proud. This is something that is so foreign to me.
You know, this is a mighty fine-looking tart, considering you've done it in 45 minutes. I think it's a very good effort. I mean, it looks good. It looks very good. You have very nicely precise cut on your fruit.
I try to get everything as uniform as possible.
The crust is crispy, thin, it's even. But the pastry cream, unfortunately, it's a bland. I can't taste the vanilla at all. It lacks a little taste. Not so good.
Lynn, how are you?
Good, how are you, chef?
Oh, look how exact that is. It's beautiful. Did not skimp on the pastry cream, did you?
No, sir, because it tastes yummy.
I don't find any faults in this tart.
Thank you, chef.
You just keep getting better, Lynn.
Thank
The
you.
crust is, I mean, it's like a machine did it. The cream is light, thin crust, and again, 45 minutes.
I've never made one of these before, ever, so I'm actually surprising myself every day that I'm here.
Keep doing that, and you might land the biggest surprise.
Thank you, chef.
Cody,
Chef Michael?
so you came tearing up here in the final seconds and just made it.
I did.
Is that a time management thing?
I don't think so, Chef. I want to make sure that I had the best dish that I could present in the allotted time.
You don't like raspberries? They didn't make it to the plate.
That is an oversight.
This is a replication challenge, right? Pastry cream, light. I think there could have been just a tad more so the fruits had up a touch in it. But it was a replication challenge. No raspberries. Got to see.
John,
Hello, Chef.
it looks like you duplicated the fruit really well.
Thank you.
Keep surprising me with those big hands. I don't know how you do these little dainty things so well. Pastry cream? I mean, there's almost nothing here.
Yeah. Definitely skimped on it.
The tart is perfectly cooked. It's crisp. I only wish it was a little more cream and more balance. And there's just not a lot of the glaze on top of the berries. A few areas that could definitely be improved upon. We've tasted all your desserts, and we now need a few moments to discuss. Wow, some outstanding tarts there.
Incredibly impressive.
Near perfection.
Looks are absolutely important, especially with a French fruit tart, but the taste has to be there.
The quality of the pastry cream, precision of the fruit. Okay, let's go.
Replicating a complex French pastry is no easy feat.
And some of you nailed almost every component in the way they looked and tasted.
Those standout tarts belong to David and Lynn.
Thank you, chef.
Congratulations to you both. Please take off your aprons and head to the gallery.
Thank you.
I'm safe. I can breathe easy.
I'm so proud of myself. I'm in the top 8.
Andrew, Cody, and John, today you showed the drive and skill that have gotten you this far. But we have to send 2 of you home. All of you made a valiant effort. All of you made mistakes. And we are left with a difficult decision of determining which mistakes were the most fatal. John, please step forward.
But I can't go home now.
We deeply admire your fighting spirit, and we admire what you did today. Take off your apron. And head up to the gallery. You are safe.
Cody and Andrew, we're sorry. You are both two of the best home cooks that have ever graced the MasterChef Canada kitchen. Cody, for someone of your age, your level of cooking is truly awe-inspiring. And we know that this is just the beginning of your journey.
Andrew, your ability to push yourself, to innovate, has consistently impressed us. And we really hope your time here has inspired you to pursue a career as a chef. Please come up and say goodbye.
Let's get this going. Right into the blender as you go. All I know about a soursop is that it's like kind of like creamy, kind of like yogurty, and I know it's a bit tart, so I'm gonna make a puree out of it.
Chanel,
Hi, chef.
what did you get?
I got soursop.
Are you happy you have to go sweet today?
I don't typically eat a lot of dessert. I just like am not a sweets person. So no, I'm not as happy as I could be.
What are you making?
I'm making soursop puree crepes, and I'm gonna do like a ton of different toppings with them. So I'm doing a mascarpone limoncello cream, a smoked apple caramel, and a roasted jackfruit and stuffed almond.
You have two big baskets
I
there
do, yeah.
full of fruits and nuts with chocolate. I see you got maple syrup. The soursop has to be present. Very
Yes.
delicate flavor. You worried that it would be overpowered.
I don't think you'll miss the soursop, chef. I hope.
All right, good luck.
Thank you. Gotta start hustling.
30 minutes! You only have 30 minutes left.
No. I need to be tasting everything before it goes in the oven, because once this goes in the oven, game over. There's no more seasoning, there's no more adjusting things, so that makes me feel a little nervous.
Papillote is a very tricky thing to pull off because it's blind cooking. You don't know what's happening inside of that little parchment paper.
Okay. I am sweating.
Well, that's dry.
My dough was in the blast chiller for way too long. It's basically frozen.
It's too cold.
It is literally crumbling like sand in my hands.
No.
If the base of my tart doesn't work, then I don't really have a tart. It's just gonna kind of be a mushy mess. Ugh, I can't go home now. I'm a hot mess. Every time I try to roll this dough out, it's literally crumbling. Okay, so I just have to salvage it the best I can and make a small individual tart.
5 minutes, you only have 5 minutes left.
All right, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Right? I'm like multitasking to the max. It's a bigger pan than I thought.
Looks like Chanel's having some trouble with those crepes. I'm not sure she has enough time to start again, though.
2 minutes, you only have 2 more minutes left. Show us what you can do with tropical fruit.
All right, guys. Okay, I don't want this to look.
Oh, man.
Final 30 seconds, come on!
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, she is cutting it close.
Oh, man.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Ooh. Right now, this is the most important dish so far in this competition because you're only as good as your last cook. So I'm hoping I've done enough for sure.
I'm feeling really happy that things worked out as I hoped they would, and I hope it continues that way for the tasting.
Andre, come on up.
I'm nervous about the passion fruit. I just hope the balance of flavors are there. I made a scallop fritter glazed with passion fruit and chilies and a fresh salad with passion fruit vinaigrette.
Well, I see color, I see refinement, and when I cut into it, I'm expecting to get something airy with a lot of flavor. I'm getting exactly all of that. Wow. It's crispy on the outside, fluffy, and tasty on the inside. The passion fruit has such a big punch of flavor. This is restaurant quality.
Thank you very much.
Wow, really delicious. I love that passion fruit that comes out. You really understand how all these flavors play with each other. It's very sophisticated. It's one of the best dishes we've seen this season.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. I feel really great. I put all my creativity into this one plate.
Chanel, you're up next.
I was assigned the soursop. So I did soursop-filled crepes with 3 different toppings: mascarpone, limoncello, macadamia nut, roasted jackfruit and silvered almond, and smoked candied apple.
To be honest, I'm disappointed with the way this looks. It looks clumsy and not refined at all. The crepe, it's a bit thick. You should have added a little more milk to it and just let it out a little bit, and that would have resolved that issue. I can't taste the soursop. You gotta be careful that you don't overpower it with stronger flavors. You know, Chanel, I hope that you have the opportunity to show us more, because I know you have what it takes.
Thank you, Chef.
Jennifer, please bring your dish to the front.
I got coconut, and I made crustacean en papillote with lobster tail, rum poached dates, and coconut curry sauce.
Cooking en papillote requires perfect timing. You have no idea how the cook is on your crustacea. Top 5, elimination challenge, and you decide to pull this out of your box of tricks. You think you're pushing your luck?
When you put it that way, Chef, I feel a lot more nervous than I did when I first walked out.
So I'm gonna cut it open and see how things look. Aesthetically, this is what I would be looking for.
Okay.
Now, the ultimate test is how did everything cook? Unfortunately, the lobster has suffered from overcooking.
Okay.
Maybe an additional bit of moisture, such as white wine or something in there, just to help keep things extra moist. Because when you cook en papillote, it's tough to see how it's doing.
Right.
Overall, you used the coconut in a very elegant way. But I think you know where you misstepped on this dish.
Okay, Chef. I would be incredibly sad to go home on something that was not my very best.
Chrissy, please bring up your dish.
I got the sugar apple. I have done a sugar apple tart. So there's a sugar apple puree on the bottom, and then on top, I've caramelized some sugar apple and creme anglaise on the side with a hint of cinnamon.
So I am impressed with the presentation.
Thank you, Chef.
I love these little pearls because it gives it a little bit of sophistication. But even beautiful tarts could be on the bottom.
I'm hoping it's cooked through.
Let's have a look. I can see that it looks good. It could have done a teeny bit more time to get more caramelization. Wow. You definitely taste the sugar apple. It's creamy, it's smooth, delicate, and mildly sweet. You're very wise to keep the other elements to a minimum. Christy, you can bake.
Thank you so much, Chef.
Well done.
Josh, please bring up your dish.
I got tamarind, and I made a tamarind skirt steak tostada with a sweet and sour slaw and a yogurt on top with cilantro and tamarind.
Did you make the actual tortilla?
No, I did not.
Why not?
You know, I typically don't make things like that, so, you know, I did think about it, but didn't make it.
I'm mystified by how you spent 60 minutes and this is all you were able to achieve. What happened here? You didn't even cut right through it.
Not too sure. I obviously didn't cut at the end there.
Wow, I'm surprised by that. At this stage of the competition? I hope it tastes a lot better than it looks. I like the flavor. It gives me that perfect balance of sweet and sour. But overall, you need to execute at a much, much higher level.
I definitely could have reached higher, Chef.
Tonight, you all managed to honor the bright, tangy flavors of the tropics.
In the end, one home cook showed us slightly more technique. And the home cook who made that dish is Andre.
I feel really great and honored. I'm top 4, and now I'm just inching my way closer and closer to that trophy. This win was definitely for Auntie Joan.
Unfortunately, there were also 2 dishes that let us down. Please come to the front. Josh and Chanel.
Definitely don't want this to be my last time in here. I have so much more to give, and I want to show everything that I can.
I have been up here before, and it's not a good feeling. I'm really hoping the judges want me to stay in this competition.
Both of you put in a solid effort tonight. But sadly, cooking with unfamiliar fruits set you back.
Josh, you played it safe with a dish that lacked ambition. Chanel, you aimed higher, but did not have the technique to execute your ideas.
We considered all the elements on both plates, and we have no choice but to say goodbye to Chanel.
So right now, they both seem to be working on their choux pastry. Jeremy's already got his piped out in the silicone mold.
And don't forget the coconut sablé, because that has to be put right on top of the choux pastry.
And then as it bakes, it melts over the top, forming a beautiful looking crust to it.
It's almost like a crunchy glaze.
Matthew tends to get a little flustered when the pressure is on, and that could be his weakness here.
Could this be a case of the tortoise and the hare?
It could quite easily be that. Be just a little bit behind in his timing.
Jeremy is fast, and speed is important, but execution matters a lot more.
Hey, Chef.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I got my choux in the oven. I'm doing multiple things at once because I know that I need a lot of time to plate.
I'm just gonna go around and check out your oven.
Sure.
Uh-oh. What happened in here? Look at that. Your sablé is actually slid off of your choux pastry.
Yeah, it has.
But not all of them. One of them is safe, right in the middle. Is that luck or is that skill?
That's luck. Now, one there is gonna save me. I did as many as possible so I wouldn't run into that problem. Luckily, I did that.
Well, that was a smart move. Always have a backup.
Always, always, Chef.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
30 minutes! You have 30 minutes left!
You're making a dough such as the matcha pie crust. And the key is to get it the perfect thickness so that when you line that mold, that pastry is even thickness all the way around.
It's like building a swimming pool. It's got to be completely even to hold that water in.
My lemon curd is just not mixing well together. I have to put this lemon curd in the blender to make it nice, smooth, and silky.
Matthew and Jeremy have taken 2 different approaches when it comes to the curd for the matcha tart. Jeremy, he's cooled his down, so therefore it's thickened up to the perfect consistency, whereas Matthew decided to fill his whilst his was still warm, very liquidy.
It's a shortcut I would never take.
Yeah, but Matthew's so behind right now, he has to take a risk. 5 minutes left!
Matthew started plating his first dessert. I don't think Jeremy has started plating anything yet.
What else do I need? The only time I'm gonna slow down is when I need to gather my thoughts for plating. This pressure test is all about details. The margin of error is 0. I got all my components done. Now it just has to look good. Tarragon, cilantro.
Matthew is actually pulling ahead. This is a classic tortoise and hare.
Geez, Matthew.
Matthew's plating from the beginning has been just ridiculously out of everyone's league. It's so amazing to have watched, but it's also terrifying. Ooh.
1 minute. You have 1 minute left.
This is unbelievable.
They look so beautiful.
It's do or die. It's either me or Jeremy goes home, and I don't want to go home.
This pressure on me is making me cook at my best right now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up.
Thank you, man. Oh. Time up, hands up. I feel a breath of fresh air, and I'm super proud of what I did. Looks just like the photos in my head, and I think I got this.
Jeremy's plating is nice, but I think mine has a little bit more finesse.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hi, Chef.
And you were hustling out there, man.
I was hustling. I wanted to have lots of time to make sure every single component was on every dish.
I'm going to be tasting the white chocolate ganache.
Okay, Chef.
I think it looks like it's sitting off to one side of the plate and just a little bit irregular in terms of the original. The white chocolate ganache, beautiful. The grapefruit croutons, great crunch to them. That is the element that provides that texture, that interest to the dish. As for the rest of the little garnishes, the grapefruit gel, nice job on the replication. Well done.
Thank you, Chef.
Hi there, Matthew.
Hi, Chef.
At first glance, your plating is more centralized in the plate, which I think is more true to the replication. But something's eating at you.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm missing the grapefruit loaf croutons.
What happened?
It was on the other side of my station, and I left it off, and
I feel for you. Is that ever light? Sweetness, sour, beautiful ice cream, nice quenelle, the dusting of the peppercorn. It is a shame about those croutons, because that adds the crisp, that contrast.
I know.
But other than that, I'd say every other component is pretty flawless.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
Hi, Chef.
So this is the lime choux with the crunchy coconut sablé. Looks pretty from the outside, but there's something inside that is really, really important. I'm expecting to see the choux pastry full of that wonderful mousse. Man, hot damn. Look at that. My goodness. Wow. What happened to the lime flavor?
It's not in there, Chef.
The texture's there. I love that liquid center, but it doesn't have that kick of lime that I want. What happened?
Maybe I should have added a bit more.
Nice crust. You can hear that? Wow, look at that. It's filled.
It's definitely filled.
That is perfection. I just want to devour that. But it has to deliver also on that lime flavor. You delivered.
Thank goodness.
That lime is so punchy and so big and so bold. You know, Matthew, these dishes have to be beautiful, but they have to taste equally as good. And it did on this plate. You nailed it.
Thank you. Thank you, Chef.
I am so impressed with what these guys have put out in this cook. It is honestly neck and neck.
This is the most complicated of all three. Let me check. Well, you got the gold leaf, you got the sesame snaps, you got the meringue, you got the fresh blackberries, and of course, the tart. So when I cut into this, it's not gonna look like a broken egg, is it?
No, chef.
It's a little bit runny.
A little bit runny.
But not bad. It's holding. I tell you, beautiful replication, perfect balance of tart and sweet. Crispy on the outside, soft in the middle.
Nice.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Well done.
Thank you.
Now for you.
Hi, chef.
Let me check. You got the finger lime, you got the meringue, you have the gold flakes, you have the fresh blackberries, and you have the sesame snaps, the matcha tart, of course. So when I cut this, should it hold?
It should hold.
Well, let me check. Unfortunately, that's not the case.
Yeah, it's running.
Well, let's taste. It tastes good. The tart and the sweet, the balance, perfect. Taste is king, and you got it right.
Thank you, chef.
It was not easy. But one of you had a slight edge when it came to presentation and flavor. The home cook that made the best desserts and would face off against Mary in the MasterChef Canada finale is... Jeremy.
Yes! Oh my God. Congratulations, Jeremy.
It's a hot mess, just like me.
You know that expression, my dog ate my homework?
That's what that looks like.
No, it looks like your dog attacked it.
I still have to cook my lamb and grill my fruit and my tomatoes.
Maya's like laser focused right now. It's crazy.
This dish needs to be perfect because I know what I'm capable of, and when I can't produce that, I get really upset.
Hi there, May.
Hi, Chef Michael.
So you got given a salt shaker.
Yes, I actually prefer to cook savory. I'm making a marinated lamb, and then I'm gonna be doing some grilled stone fruit on the side.
So the lamb you're going to be cooking to which color?
I will be going for a medium rare. Pretty much I'm just kissing it onto the pan and then straight to the oven.
I'll let you focus.
Thank you.
Thanks, May.
Sounds awesome, May.
15 minutes! You have 15 minutes left! 15 minutes!
Okay, that's done. Look, guys, I made a cake.
Nice job, Taya.
Way to go, Taya.
I am so proud of my cake. It is cooked perfectly. It's good, guys, it's good.
I turned you into a baker. May still hasn't started cooking her lamb.
I'm looking at the clock and I'm running really low on time.
I really need to get my lamb on.
I see May has just put her lamb into the pan. I'm concerned that she's not going to get that cooked in time.
May, you have 7 minutes.
May's in the weeds now.
I am so mad at myself right now. I wish I had started on my lamb a lot earlier. My fruit could have waited.
Go in.
5 minutes! You have 5 minutes left!
You need to pop it back in.
You better be thinking about beautiful plating.
I can do this. I can do this, guys.
If this fish is not done correctly, I'm going home.
Looks like Miranda's bison has a nice cook on it.
Yeah.
But she needs to start plating. Look, May has just taken her lamb out of the oven. She hasn't let it relax, and now it is being cut.
Oh my.
It's completely raw. I'm so desperate to get this lamb cooked. Start searing it on the pan.
I don't think May's gonna make it.
May is not gonna make it cardio.
Didn't I just say that?
1 minute! You have 1 minute left. Start plating now.
Hot, hot, hot. No, my peaches are too hot. It's just gonna melt.
You got this, girls. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Good job, guys. Good job.
I made a cake. It just doesn't look pretty.
Such a great job, everyone. Now it's time to find out just how successful you were.
Miranda, would you please bring your dish to the front?
I'm just hoping that they see that I can put savory flavors together. I made a seared bison ribeye steak with a plum cherry port sauce on top of a tomato plum gratin.
Miranda, you've kept the bison medium to medium red, eh?
Yes.
Nice. Delicious flavors. The freshness of the fruit, the tomatoes, the peach, the cherries, they work really, really well together. It makes the bison shine. It is tender, it is nicely cooked, and I think the seasoning is close to spot on.
Thank you, Chef.
Nice job, Miranda.
Today I've proved that sweet or savory, watch your back because I'm here to stay.
Alice, please bring up your dish.
I'm hoping that the peaches are the star of the dish. I have here a lemon herbal cod with a peach ratatouille and some scallop peaches and a cauliflower puree.
What's going on with you?
I'm nervous. I'm really nervous.
Is there oregano in that?
Just a little bit of it.
A lot of oregano. That's pretty intense. What's the seasoning on the fish?
I've got some fennel, margarine, thyme.
Fennel, margarine, thyme, oregano. There's a lot going on here, Alice. You know, the fish is perfectly cooked, but you went overboard here with all of these ingredients on one plate, and I hope it doesn't cost you.
Alice. Look, I have to be honest with you. I wanted to taste that beautiful, ripe, slightly sweet peach. It gets lost with the big herb flavor. The cauliflower puree, I think it's misplaced. I think you overthought this. It's a little bit too much of everything. Alicia, would you please bring your dish up to the front for tasting?
I think for somebody who doesn't usually bake, I did a pretty damn good job.
So here I have a peach and nectarine crumble with a dark rum cream and caramelized pecans and walnuts.
You know something? I bite into that. The crumble was crispy. It was like underneath that, the fruits come together, they bind. And the best thing about this, it's not too sweet. But just like me, sweet enough.
Thank you, Chef.
Good job, Alicia.
May, would you please bring your dish to the front?
This plate does not represent fully what I can do in the kitchen. I feel so disappointed in myself. I did a lamb marinated in garlic, thyme, and dill, a plum gastrique, and a celery root puree.
The overall plate presentation, I think, looks terrific. Let's see how that lamb looks, the moment of truth. Is that what you'd expected, me?
I would like it to be a little less pink.
I would have to agree with you. Let's have a taste. Taste-wise, it's great. Well seasoned. And the bright flavors on the gastrique emphasizes the plum. This has come down to time management on your behalf.
I think so too.
It was a mistake, but was it a tragic flaw? I really don't know.
Justine, you're up next. Please bring up your dish.
I'm proud of the dish I put out, but you never know what the judges are gonna say. I did a peach gazpacho, and I did a dessert cheese ravioli.
Look at that. That's fully loaded. This really works. This is incredible. You have achieved so many different flavors and textures in one dish. Wonderful balance of sweet and savory. It's an original. I've never had anything like it. You should be very proud of this.
Thank you.
Hi, Justine.
Hi, Chef Michael.
Delicious. Light, true to the taste of beautiful ripe peaches. You can almost taste the sunshine in those. It's astonishing what you've done in 60 minutes.
Thank you. I feel good. I'm really, really proud of myself.
Taya, please bring up your dish.
I know it tastes good, but it's not pretty at all. I am even having a hard time looking at it.
I did a nectarine lemon sponge cake with a caramelized peach in amaretto and mint.
Oh, man. It's a hot mess, just like me.
You know that expression, my dog ate my homework?
That's what that looks like.
No, it looks like your dog attacked it. Well, the good thing is, can't make this look any worse. You know what? It's good. It tastes really good. Good flavors, good acidity, but is this MasterChef quality? Do you have that technique to be in this kitchen?
I do, Chef, I do.
Well, it's not on this plate.
Thank you, Chef.
Kimberly, please bring up your dish.
I made a pan-seared trout with a peach glaze, sweet potato puree, and a peach salsa.
I think you should know that this is one of the nicest plating techniques that I've seen in this competition so far.
Thank you.
Let's have a taste. The fish, it's a little on the dry side. Beautiful piece of trout like that could have done with maybe a minute less in the pan. The peach glaze that you seem to painstakingly make, it tastes delicious. It really does.
Thank you.
Nice job, Kimberly. Beautiful plate.
Thanks, man.
I hope that I've done enough.
That was tense. A few very strong dishes.
Also, a couple of very weak ones.
It's so tough to make these decisions so early on in this competition.
So are we in agreement?
We are.
Shall we go? Thanks to Trevor, you all had to use stone fruit in either a sweet or savory MasterChef quality dish.
The top two dishes of the night made a real statement. The second best dish belonged to a home cook who's already proven she's got range. And that home cook is Miranda. Congratulations.
I am so happy. I proved it to myself, I proved it to Trevor, I proved it to everyone in this kitchen that I am not just a baker.
The best dish of the night was wildly ambitious and totally original. The home cook who made it is Justine.
Yay! I think it sends a message to all the other home cooks. I'm a fierce competitor. They better watch out.
You and Miranda will be team captains in the first team challenge.
Yay!
I get to be a team captain. This day has been the best day ever.
Fantastic. Thank you. It's very well balanced.
Nice, lightly golden brown crust, and even thickness all the way around. The peanut butter, the chocolate, the strawberries cut the richness. Sometimes It's just hard to find something wrong with such a great dish.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna attempt a peanut sauté soup without the main spices.
Kayla, what you
Hi
making?
there, I am making a peanut butter and chocolate creme brulee.
Have you made this before?
I have made creme brulee, but I've never put these flavors together.
Really?
Well, one thing you gotta really be careful, you have chocolate and you have peanut butter. You gotta make sure that you can taste both.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You have 15 minutes left.
I just have to put my meat under the broiler. It's just a matter of getting it all together at the last minute.
Carly, can you tell me quickly what you're making?
A peanut soup.
What's the spice are you gonna be using?
The garlic and ginger.
You know, those gingers are cut up in fairly big pieces. You know, to get the flavors out very quickly, I would cut them smaller.
Right on. Thank you.
What are you making here, Eric? I'm making a fruit tart, and I'm gonna fill it with bananas and top it with some brulee strawberries.
Are you using crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
I'm using crunchy for the filling, and then I mix some smooth with the chocolate.
Why'd you decide to go sweet instead of savory?
I thought it was more outside the box. Figured everybody would do pork tenderloin.
A little bit risky?
Yeah, I'm all about taking risks.
Hello, chefs. How are you?
What you working on?
I'm working on a peanut cream sauce. It's just going to be a sauce for my peanut butter pork. And then I have some feijoada here, which is white beans with some chorizo, some Portuguese. I'm all about the peasant stuff.
Let me taste that sauce. You have 10 minutes left.
I am making a white cake, but what I'm going to be doing is making a chocolate peanut butter sauce with a strawberry syrup reduction. I've got to get it all perfect to stay.
Meat looks and smells fantastic. I just actually tried the oil that it's searing, which is a mix of the rendered down chorizo fat and the peanut oil. I'm pretty excited, to be honest, right now.
You have 5 minutes left. You should be finishing your dish.
How do you think it's going?
I'm very, very concerned right now, though, about Pino, because he has raw muffins. They came out of the oven, but too early, and they're raw in the middle.
That's no good.
How do you feel about Eric? He's also doing a dessert. Now, he chose that to try and impress us.
Taking risks can often give reward, so I'm really interested to see how that's coming.
How do you feel about Carly?
She's making a peanut soup with a pork. I think it actually could taste quite nice, because she's got the right ingredients in there. Look, that could be one to watch. Time is the big challenge.
1 minute, you better be plating.
I just want to make sure my plating is absolutely stunning. I really want to be part of the top 3 that's up there. I don't know how to get this out.
Didn't brulee the way I wanted it to.
You have 15 seconds.
Thank God this is not an elimination test.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
They had just 1 hour to create a superb sweet or savory dish. After observing and sampling throughout the challenge, the judges now take one final look to identify 3 outstanding dishes. The winner of this mystery box will be given a huge advantage in the upcoming Elimination Challenge.
I'm definitely expecting to hear my name in the top 3. My pork is cooked absolutely beautifully.
The first dish we want to taste is creative and balanced.
It used the ingredients in the box in a smart way. And that dish belongs to Carly. Please bring your dish to the podium.
I feel crazy. I feel whoa. I just pulled it off. Oh my goodness. The plate looks beautiful. I'm so proud of this dish. I really am. I call it a spicy peanut soup with pork and crispy peanuts.
Wow. Fantastic. I love the consistency, and I really admire how you took a classic ingredient such as peanut butter and elevated it.
I love that texture. Pork, soft, tender. The soup, velvety. The noodles, just right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Those flavors are bright and punchy and full of zest. It's a very nice dish.
The second person who made it into our top 3 chose to do a sweet dish.
This was definitely the best looking we saw today. And the person who made this dessert is Eric.
My strategy is showing the judges my potential, my versatility, and my ambition. It's a banana peanut butter tart topped with strawberries and a chocolate peanut butter sauce.
The taste blends very nicely together. It's just a touch dry. I would serve this with some ice cream or a sauce. Very nice.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
It's very well balanced.
Nice, lightly golden brown crust, and even thickness all the way around. The peanut butter, the chocolate, the strawberries cut the richness. Sometimes it's just hard to find something wrong with such a great dish.
Thank you so much. Good job. I don't think the other home cooks know I can cook. Now the cat's out of the bag. They know I'm a top contender. I'm a threat to be reckoned with.
Our third pick showed a surprising level of sophistication for a home cook.
A few of you made similar things, but this really stood out.
I want to be the first one to win the first Mystery Box Challenge on the first ever MasterChef Canada.
And the dish we're talking about belonged to...
They just need to call out Josh.
Merida.
What's this called?
Noodles stir fry with a sweet and spicy vinaigrette and a cilantro salad on top.
You certainly nailed it with the hot and sweet. I thought the seasoning was perfect.
What I really admire about this dish is the Scotch bonnet. Have you worked with that ingredient before?
Yes, I use it all the time.
I don't think anyone else even used that pepper.
You know, those flavors are strong, bold. That heat just pushes you right to the edge, but then that sweetness brings you right back. It's that fine balance that you managed to achieve.
I don't think Merida is a threat. She can cook Trinidadian food. That's all I've seen from her.
Overall, very impressive.
Taste was there.
Yeah. Chef Alvin said to be fearless, so I'm trying to show him I am fearless. I'm the only one who's willing to take risks.
3 amazing dishes. But only one can take the honor of winning the first Mystery Box Challenge.
I would love this advantage.
The winner of this challenge, the cook that right now is the cook to beat in this competition,
I'm hoping to hear my name.
is Merida.
I am here to win this. The other home cooks better watch out.